John Henry, an American legend. Listen as I retell this story. First, John Henry is born in a cabin with a hammer in his hand. John Henry is strong, but it's not long before he wants to leave and go out on his own. He finds a job on a ship, and the paddle wheel breaks, and he saves the men. Then he finds work on a railroad near the Atlantic Pacific. But then he decides he wants to lay tracks through a mountain. Deep in the mountain, in a tunnel, they light a fuse of dynamite. John Henry falls and must put out the dynamite to save his life and his men. Then the steam drill arrives, and John Henry knows he must challenge it to save their jobs. John Henry hammers and hammers. He finally beats the steam drill. John Henry walks out into the sunlight of a dying day. John Henry dies. Now we will look at John Henry by Julius Lester. Listen as I retell this story. John Henry is born, and the animals came from all around to see the strong baby. John Henry continues to grow. One day he goes into town and sees Ferret-faced Freddy and challenges him to a race. He beats Ferret-faced Freddy and then teaches him how to be a good person. John Henry continues to grow, but it's not long before he wants to go out on his own. As he travels, he sees a crew and helps them to get rid of a boulder in the middle of the road. He hears about work on the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad. When he gets there, the work has stopped because they have to go through a mountain. A man brings a steam drill that can work faster than 10 men to drill through the mountain. John Henry knows that he has to challenge the steam drill to save their jobs. John Henry works all night. In the morning, John Henry has come 1¼ miles, and the steam drill has only come a quarter. The man is flabbergasted. John Henry has won. John Henry walks into the sunlight, holds up his hammer, and dies. The sun and the moon cry, and the people cheer for John Henry. John Henry, John Henry. They took John Henry's body to the White House, and you can still hear him hammering. Ring, ring. Now it's time to contrast the two versions of John Henry. John Henry by Julius Lester and John Henry, an American legend.